What's up YouTube? I'm back today with Mario, who came second with what were you playing, mate, and what were your matchups?
Dark Worlds, the jank of all janks. I played, God, I am trying to remember this. I played one round against Goblins, one round against Voiceless Voice, which I lost. God, I'm trying to remember what my other matchup was.
Fire?
Oh yeah, I played against Fire King, yeah, and rolled them. That was quite funny. That shouldn't have happened. Yeah, I don't know. The deck is bad, but I mean, it loses to Droll and itself. And if that doesn't happen, you absolutely rickroll anyone once you get like 2-3 steps in. So the ratios I play are 2 Rain, 2 Graph. There's a lot of versions that'll play like 3 and 3 or 3 and 2. I don't know. I just don't feel the merit in it. This one seems like the best one at 2, and I'm not going to play trading because you're just dying to get Drolled at that point. Then the rest is pretty standard, I think. It's 2 Silver, 3 Snow, 3 Genta, and then the 1 Ceruli for the hand loop. It's only recently occurred to me that I stopped playing Brow, to be fair. But again, it's another card that kind of just loses to Droll even harder, and I haven't really missed it, and you've still got enough Fiends in your deck that it still works. So that's the Dark World lineup that I use. The other like non-Dark World cards I use is the 1 Catalyzer, because it's just a solid starter, and like if you randomly fish into it, it just pushes combos really hard. Then my normal summon engine, I've decided to go for the Ken and Jen package because these are custom cards for Dark Worlds as far as I'm concerned. They're just silly. They set up a bunch of because I play the deck a little bit differently, but they set up a bunch, especially this one, it triggers the secondary effects of the Dark Worlds, which like if you ditch the bow, you're immediately hand looping your opponent for 2, which is just vile. So these are fantastic. They force out Imperms, Ashes like straight off the bat, and you don't play any of the normal summons, so there's like no real conflict of interest in there. Then it's Dangers, because you need something to fill out your deck and give you better discards. So it's 1 Jack, 1 Such, 1 Choop, 1 Moth, 1 Bigfoot, and then 2 Nessie. There's no point playing the 3rd Nessie, because once you actually start drawing, seeing multiple Nessies is just the worst feeling ever. So you kind of just want all the good ones that are once per 10 effects, and then you chill on that. For spells, this is why I really like the Jen and Ken package especially, is because you play double thrust and double talents. They enable the hand loop even further. Like if you Jen into Ken, you can then talent or thrust into a talent to either rip another card out of their hand, draw 2, or you can take control of the Ken to then summon another Jen to their field to then rip another one. So the synergy between these and the Jen package is ridiculous. And then obviously in a format where there's loads of monster effects going off, you're going to get hand trap, or you're going to try push through Fire Kings. These are just always live. And you know, this searches card destruction, which is hilarious. Then yeah, there is the one of card destruction, the one of called by in case you see it and you can stop a draw. You've got puppetry because this savages Fire King. You've got the one of Accession because it's the only way you make your boss monster and he's incredible. You've got the 1 Archives. It doesn't come up very often, but it's a nice like kind of win harder, and sometimes you can start combos with it. 2 Dark Corridor because if you ever see more than 2, you're crying again, and then the 3 Gates. That's the main deck. Extra, I think, is relatively standard, to be fair. You've got the 1 Goddess. You've got Griffin to fish for a session if you like getting weird situations. You've got the Nightmares, because you're going to end up fiend blocking yourself with Macracker. You've got the 1 Dark. You've got the 1 Akashik. Some people do the Security Dragon line, but I just prefer this. It's just more consistent. And you can always set it up in like the ENZ here with a Danger behind it and then the Ceruli there, so you just get more value out of it. The 1 Little Knight, if you get like good combo but can't hand loop, you just go IP and sit for an SP play. You've got the 1 Macracker, the 1 IP, and then the Link, or the rank 8s that I play, you've got the 1 Ding. I guess the spicy one is Sephiroth. Not surprisingly good. Like, you're either going to get hand trapped at weird points where you've got like 2 8s on board, so you just drop this and it's like a pseudo dweller against Fire King. Stops them special summoning anything from the extract, and they can't blow up with a card effect, and it gets huge as well. It's 100 for every monster in grave. So they kind of just struggle to deal with this for a while. And so if you get drolled on a turn, but you've got, I don't know, like a Bigfoot and a Grapher on board, you just make this. Then you've got Dweller if you just randomly end up with like a Catalyzer and like a random Mothman or something. You've got Dugaris, who's the classic crutch for the deck. And then you've got the 2 Boss Monster, because he's fantastic. I haven't got a side to show, if I'm entirely honest. I was absolutely winging it today. I still need to work on side deck theory for Dark World. I'm pretty certain hand traps are a no-go. You just play a bunch of board breakers. I think you probably just side into like triple spear mode, like another thrust, another talents, maybe some super polys, and just push through that. But I need to figure that one out before I actually put anything out on that. But yeah, that's my deck profile.
Thank you, Mario, for doing the deck profile. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. Cheers, thank you for watching.